Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Only Single Player Podcast, episode number 7. Yes, 7. I get the distinct pleasure of being the host. I'm Adam McDermott. I'm in charge of the podcast on Only SP. I'm joined by one of, I don't know, by the time this goes out, might be former reviewer, or in the process of being former reviewer, Randy Fluharty.
Hey, how's it going?
This might be your last swan song.
Yeah, for the podcast at least, I still got probably about a week until I'm fully gone, but in terms of the podcast, this will probably be the last time you heard me. The second time, and the last time.
I might edit in just sad music at this point.
Well, that's, I mean, well, now you pointed it out. Everybody's already been hearing it. So everyone's going to be like...
I'm also joined by one of the senior editorial on site, Mr. Nathan Hughes.
Hello, how's it going?
Excellent. And the new video gal, I know, video media content producer, however you want to put it, in charge of all the great videos you'll be seeing on SP moving forward, Miss Elle Noonan.
Hi.
Exquisite. How's everyone doing?
Oh, I'm tired.
It's so hot. It's hot. For me, it's tired for you. Jesus.
She got out of bed at 10 o'clock. I don't know how she does it.
Well, I got up early and then I was like doing all this stuff and I was like, oh no, I'm going to be late. I have to run. Like a girl going to school
here.
in
I don't blame you. I got up at 12:30. We all sound like lazy scumbags.
Just shove a piece of toast in my mouth and run out the door.
That protein bar for me. That's what I did.
Yummy.
Exquisite. Alright, so we're here to talk about gaming, what we've been playing, what's happening in the world of gaming, and whatever odd ideas come to our head. So we'll start with Nathan. What have you been playing recently?
Ooh, well, I have been playing Diddly Squat. Yeah, basically, it's been too hot to stay inside to play games, and I'm being an absolute outdoors person for the past week or so, and just, you know, doing shit outside the house. But
like
apart like what?
Just I want to hear it.
Come on, Nathan.
The only hiking podcast. Nah, just for walks out in town.
Were you by yourself?
No, I was with my girlfriend.
Oh, well, then it's not single player, so.
Yeah, okay.
Is that co-op or multiplayer? I don't know.
That's technically co-op, so
just edit that part out.
I can't talk about that, Nathan.
Yeah, veto this whole line. That's his own. No more.
Well, I may not have been playing much games, but my girlfriend has been playing a shit ton of The Sims 3, and it is hilarious to watch her play, because she's not really a gamer, but she will get so wound up playing The Sims 3, where she's like, she will start shouting at people if they decide to, instead of like read a book to get better at cooking, they start playing video games. She will just start yelling out loud, like, "What are you doing? If you want this promotion, you have to earn it."
I find it ironic that she's yelling at people for playing video games while she's playing a video game.
I appreciate the irony, yes. But yeah, it's I don't really get The Sims, to be honest, because, especially Sims 3, because there's no real goal. It's just, there's no point to it at all. There's just little virtual people, and they all have minor small goals that, like, oh, I want to bake a cake, or I want to throw a birthday party. But then you're like, what's the point? You know, I just don't get why anyone would be totally into The Sims and put in so many hours. Because I know a lot of people are really addicted to The Sims. But
Keep going.
No, I just saying I don't get it. I don't get the obsession. So maybe you guys can, you know.
Yeah, I got into The Sims 1 like pretty hardcore for a week, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is just like life, only faster. And
nobody speaks English.
Like, I play, boring like I play video games, you know, because I don't want to think about real life. But then here I am thinking, like, oh crap, I was late for work, and now I'm not going to get as much pay. Like, what am I doing here?
It's like in The Office. My life was literally so great that I had to have a second one. The Sims. Like,
I don't know, I quite enjoy the Sims series. I played the hell out of Sims 2 busting out in the PS2.
Oh, yeah.
I got so into it that at one point me and my brother did a cooperative playthrough, and we would actually map out. We had like income for both of us. I earned this much, you earned that much. We had a plan of our house that we were in the process of building. We had the rooms divided. We were like, well, we got this television here. We can upgrade to the bigger one, but you're going to have to maybe get a promotion first. Okay, that's fine. I'll work on that. And then it would really be cool if we get a pool table. Yeah, that'd be great. And a pool. We definitely need a pool. All right, I'm going to study this, and hopefully it It's fascinating.
That is so adorable.
Yeah, my friend and I did that on The Sims 1 for the PS2, and I'd get like so mad. I was like, "You didn't make your share of rent. What are you doing? We're gonna get kicked out of this house."
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh god, brilliant.
Oh my god. I remember when I was in like middle school, my friends and I, like, we used to have like, you know, original characters for all the anime we would watch, and we would just make all our characters like, okay, so Ishigami's gonna be the one going to work, and we'll have, you know, Night Pain sitting on the floor, and we'll have her learn how to play guitar, and then we'll make it big, and we could have a party at the end of the week, and it was like...
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And then all live in the same house.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. It's all playing make-believe, which, you know, is kind of nice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Granted, playing make-believe in The Sims might not appeal to everyone, but when you fast-forward life at such a dramatic rate, you can, you know, start the game before you know it, you can die by the end of it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
I think the stereotypical thing everybody does in The Sims is lock a Sim in the room and see how long he can survive without anything.
Oh, I always put
like,
a
Keep
barbecue in the room with them, and then they would try to make hot dogs, and they would set themselves on fire.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I put a fireplace next to a bear rug, and that was just not it just
genius. And you get them to lay on it and like gently stroke.
They just
they like relax on the rug and just gently stroke it, and then suddenly it catches fire.
And then they burst into flames. And my friend tried to make a deal with the Grim Reaper to keep me alive, and just didn't work.
Just like real life, right?
Yep, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want an escape from real life. I'm going to negotiate with the Grim Reaper. I'm going to do it on my own time, not in a video game.
Yeah, Satanism has some good points.
Yep.
What about yourself, Randy? What you been playing?
I'm reviewing Unrest, but I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough.
So,
I don't think anybody wants to talk about that.
Yeah. Elle, you want to talk about it? You played.
Don't start with me. That game and I are not friends.
All right, moving on. I've been playing a little bit of Rocksmith 2014.
Ooh.
What on earth is that?
Okay, so do any of you know what Rocksmith is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what it is, it's basically a teaching tool for guitar. You plug a real guitar into it, and it tracks what you're playing, and it tells you what to play, and it teaches you how to learn songs, and you can slow down songs, and it teaches you how to do techniques, and there's mini games to help you practice and everything.
Oh, yes, they actually give you a proper guitar.
Yeah, you put your own guitar in it. You just plug whatever guitar you have, as long as it's electric, obviously, and just plug it right in.
Now, this is brilliant.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, I'm self-taught, really crappy at guitar, but like I know the basics. So I'm like, I want to get better at it, but I have no motivation whatsoever to do that. So, like, what's the best way to do something? Play it in a video game.
Yeah. Add a score, and then you're more or less competing.
Yeah, I know that like there's a lot of websites and apps and stuff that kind of take goals you have for, you know, if you want to get fit or if you want to, you know, become better at work. They turn mini goals into like an RPG kind of game, whereas like if you achieve your goal, you get like 30 experience, and then you level up, and you can see how you stack against other people. So yeah, I can definitely see why people were like, if you're trying to do something, turn it into a game.
Yeah, Ubisoft has on that fitness thing, Ubisoft has a fitness game coming out for Kinect, which is the one thing that I'm like, you know, maybe Kinect's all right, because it's you do push-ups, and like in the game it's tracking your push-ups, and it's like it's animating different objects that are going on your back. Like, it starts off slow, there's like a toaster on there, and then you do more push-ups, and all of a sudden it's like a refrigerator on there, and then it keeps piling stuff on there. I'm like, that's awesome. You're competing, and there's like leaderboards and everything. I'm like, screw you, I want to do more push-ups than you.
But just back to the Rocksmith, like the ultimate question is, does it actually improve your guitar?
It does.
Oh, really?
It absolutely does, yeah. Because it gives you motivation. I mean, the biggest thing about playing guitar is you have to practice, right? Mm-hmm. And if I'm practicing, it doesn't matter how I'm practicing, as long as I'm practicing. My finger dexterity is getting better, my hand-to-eye coordination is getting better. Mm-hmm. And like the coolest thing to have, because I suck at transitioning between chords. You guys know what chords are?
Oh, we do, yeah. Well, I do anyways. I don't know about you guys.
It's basically playing 2 or 3 notes or strings at once, basically. Mm-hmm. And they have a mini game where, you know, Typing of the Dead?
Yes.
It's like that, only you play chords to kill the zombies. That's awesome. Cool.
That sounds really cool. It's definitely a great incentive to teach someone how to play guitar. So I've been
trying to teach myself the lead guitar part of Peace of Mind by Boston.
Yes, Boston are a great band.
Of course, there is the possibility going forward that this could be expanded into drums, bass.
Yeah, you can
violin.
plug a bass into it too. It has that support. But yes, it absolutely could be done for, like an electric drum set. It could be done for that. It's such a cool idea.
Whenever I mention I have a Guitar Hero World Tour, that was the first one with the drums.
The cymbals and
yeah, people just see the drums like just gathering dust in the corner, and they're like, "Oh my god, can we play Guitar Hero? Can I be on drums?" And I'm just like, the drums don't really work because like I lost the little adapter thing. So I hate to break people's hearts.
So I really like the Guitar Hero drums.
People actually wanted to play drums?
Yes, just
usually nobody wants to be the drummer.
I love playing the drums. They're the best part of those games because it's just playing drums. Every other part is like you're using 5 buttons and a little strummer thingy. When you're playing drums, you're more or less playing the real drum parts. So that's like the most fun to me. And basics. I know the basics of drumming, so it's a lot of fun to do that. And especially when people are so bad at playing the drums that they're just like, we don't want to play the drum. Yeah, like you said, Elle, like they don't want to play the drums. So whoever's any good at it at all, like you're basically stuck to the drums the whole time. it's like, but we're gonna fail this song because he's on drums. Like, just put him back on drums. And it's like, I've been playing drums all night. I'm sweating.
Oh no, the band doesn't like us playing Michael Jackson's "Beat It" really poorly. This band is a travesty. The song selection for Guitar Hero 4 was abysmal. Just saying. Like it had really like 80s songs, but none of the good ones. Like they had like Eye of the Tiger and stuff like that, but no real kind of really rock songs, like classic rock songs. I wasn't a fan.
As a heavy metal fan, my favorite track list for any game is Guitar Hero Metallica.
Ooh, nice.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's all pretty stellar. There's an awful lot of there's a huge future for Rocksmith as well.
I don't think we might see Guitar Hero for a good while. Maybe not. Maybe it'll do something with Move or Connect. Maybe it'll be integrated that way. But I don't know. I can't see it making a comeback for.
I can't see people buying a whole new instrument set. Like that's ridiculous because the new consoles don't support those old instruments. So unless they come out with like an adapter that does that, but in that case, who's gonna go? Like they all have that stuff already. So why wouldn't they just play the old game?
Yeah.
And what's going to change unless they dramatically change the instruments? In which case, you'd have to buy a whole new set anyway. So
I'd say the cool thing would be to make a kind of Rocksmith / Guitar Hero hybrid, where it's like, didn't they have something for the Kinect where you could? I just remember the guy puts a skateboard up to the screen and it scans it.
Yeah, they took that away because it was the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, but I agree with that actually. But I was thinking if somehow you could replicate where you could project your guitar onto the TV and then it has the notes where you're meant to play it, maybe in a simple way, but I'm thinking if you could somehow project an instrument you already have onto this screen with Kinect, that might solve a lot of issues. Because like you said, no one's going to buy another drum set or a guitar set or even that DJ Hero turntable. That wasn't... I have one of those at home and it's useless,
The only issue I see there is that... Wait, lost it. Train of thought. It was right there, right until I said that last part, and then I lost it. All right, moving on.
All right.
Yeah, anything else you've been playing there, Randy?
Been playing a little bit of WildStar.
Ooh.
But
how is that? I've not seen an absolute whiff of this game whatsoever.
So, you know what World of Warcraft is?
Yes, I do.
It's a lot like that.
Oh, okay. But is it more... I don't know, I've never actually played World of Warcraft, but is it very, like, is it accessible for new people?
I would say no. I would say
No.
absolutely not, and intentionally so. That's what they want hardcore players to be playing this game. Which, to an extent, is refreshing to me, because I was pretty hardcore into WoW for a while. Like, I know what I need to know for those games, and the biggest thing about it that I like about those games is the teamwork aspect of it, and when you get to dungeons and raids and stuff and you're playing with your friends, and that's the best part about it. The issue I have is that to get to that spot in WildStar, it is the most boring, poorly designed garbage I have ever experienced. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but I hate it so much.
Yeah.
Because it's just, in WoW, it's like super smooth and fun to just, and kind of relaxing in a way to level up. It's not really stressful or anything. You're just going around clicking stuff. It's not hard, but, you know, like, it's got a good progression to it. In WildStar, it's like, you're playing, it gets into those moments where it's like, oh, I'm not really paying attention. But as soon as you stop paying attention, oh, here's a guy for some reason miraculously you cannot kill because he's super strong and he's meant for 5 people. And they're everywhere. It's not like this is this rare guy that you're not supposed to kill right now. It's just that for some reason, 1 every 4 guys is super, super strong. It makes no sense.
Thrown into the mix to kind of shake things up, but not in a good way.
No, not at all, because you can't, like... So the cool thing, one other thing that it does differently from WoW is the combat system, and it does this thing where it's not new in MMOs necessarily, but they have like an action-y combat system where you dodge, and it shows where the attacks are going to be, so you have to get out of that before they go off, and that's a lot of fun. But the thing is, though, if they do enough damage, like they have attacks that are undodgeable, so it doesn't matter. If they do enough damage, you're going to die. So it's not like you could wear them down because, like, oh, I'm just so good, I can dodge out of the way all the time and he won't kill me. No, like, he's still going to kill you.
Now, is WildStar like subscription service like any other MMO?
Yes,
kind of?
it is. That's another thing that I have a beef with, because in this day and age, very few games can get away with charging $60 right up front, and then $15 for each additional month that you play after that.
Yeah,
which is
insane. A lot of them just go free to play. I think because maybe it's because I think it's an issue where maybe they can't sustain charging people that and still providing content. You know, like that's worth $60 or $50, whatever. But like I don't know how much does it actually cost for a month for WildStar?
It's 15 every. So you get $60 up front, and you get 1 month for free, and then $15 for every month after that. Just WoW is king. WoW will always be king until Blizzard says that WoW is no longer king. And
have you played many others?
I've tried a whole bunch.
What's that one? The DC one, the DC Universe Online. How was that?
Played that. I liked it because that was one of the first ones that had action-y combat. That was like a novel thing at the time. And I'm kind of like a superhero geek. I love Batman. Batman gets me excited in funny ways, and so it's fun fighting with and against Batman. But the problem is that game also had a subscription fee, and you can literally get to the end of that game in 6 hours. Literally.
Wow. Okay. That's a bit poor.
That's not enough content.
Speaking of Batman, it's Batman's 75th anniversary. Is it? When was it? This week?
It was last week, I think.
Okay. But are you guys excited for Arkham Knight? Because I don't really know, to be honest. Because I actually am excited for it, but there's so many games where it's just like my interest is being spread so thin across a piece of toast, basically. But I saw a pre-order incentive from GameStop where if you pre-order Arkham Knight, you can do a mission where you get to play as the Red Hood. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But a lot of people were really mad about it because they
should be.
I understand, but the thing is, people were like, well, this just means I'm not going to buy it until I get a Game of the Year edition. And I understand most people would think that way, because I was myself, personally, like last year, when they were advertising Arkham Origins, they had a whole, you can play as Deathstroke. And I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. You know, I need that, right? Like, so I actually did buy it when it was full price, because I just really wanted to play as Deathstroke and to see what it was like. But unfortunately, it actually wasn't worth the full purchase, you know. I'd say, I understand why people say they were going to wait for the Game of the Year edition, but sometimes those things aren't worth waiting that long, you know. If you want the game, do you want to play as, like, you just want the main game, you know, sometimes that's fine. These are just kind of incentives to get you to buy it now. And I understand people want to wait and just get everything at once, but sometimes, you know, it's not always worth it. That's just my 2 cents on it.
Well, yeah, and going back to that Deathstroke thing, you can only play as Deathstroke in the combat rooms. And like it's not, like you can't play him where you want to play him. And you know, pre-ordering a game, unless you know you're going to buy that game regardless of its quality, Pre-ordering a game is never a good idea. And it sucks that they're trying to dupe people into buying this game that they don't know is going to be any good. It just sucks.
Well, this one's a bit different because it actually is a story pack. Like it's not just a challenge room. It's its own story, and that's pretty cool. Because I remember you could play as Nightwing in Arkham City.
Yeah.
But again, challenge rooms, and you could play as Robin at one stage, couldn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, but was that challenge room or was that?
That was also challenge room. I think I'm not quite sure because the DLC for the Batman games have always kind of sucked. So I stopped paying attention. I'm not really big on DLC to begin with, but the Batman ones especially have been kind of lackluster. So I'm pretty sure there was a Harley Quinn mission.
Yeah, same deal. It's a story mission as well.
Yeah. So I don't know if Robin had his own mission or not. Well, I don't want to say one way or the other.
Yeah, I liked the way Arkham City did it last year. Or not last year, goodness. A good few years
like
back.
3
Yeah, 3, goodness. Yeah, it's pretty old. What they did was they had a code in the game that let you play as Catwoman, but you only got the code if you bought the game new. Yeah. That's incentive to buy. That's, you don't want to wait around and get pre-owned games because it won't have the code. And the Catwoman missions were actually pretty cool. They were they were a big kind of part to the story because a lot of side mission stuff was filled in, like if you're like, oh, what happened to Two-Face? Well, it gives you an idea.
Yep.
And it was fun. It was fun DLC. Well, not DLC, but just fun content on its own. But I think the way they implemented it, the way they said, look, you can get this if you kind of support us, But I think the fact that no, you have to pre-order it now. I think pre-ordering is just as good as buying it new, Yeah. I don't see, I wasn't too happy to hear about the whole pre-order thing.
Yeah. I'm of two minds about that of the Catwoman thing anyway, because if I buy a pre-used movie or a book, there's not going to be large sections missing of those things, And by not buying Batman Arkham City new, you are missing a pretty decent chunk of the story. Like it is important stuff that you're missing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of messed up. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't like the whole pre-order, putting stuff behind a paywall. What are your thoughts on the pre-order culture, Elle?
I mean, I understand why, but at the same time, I don't think it's implemented in a way that makes a lot of sense. If you think about it from their perspective, it's like, yeah, well, we don't want to, have people get the stuff without, giving us the actual business. But in the same way, it's like, well, you borrow movies from your friends all the time. You borrow CDs from your friends. If you borrow a game from your friend, you shouldn't have to, be like, oh, well, the last 2 hours of this game are not happening for me because, I was not, one of the people that just, went out and bought it for free. And, not everybody has the money to buy every game new, I understand that, too. It's
why people lost their mind over the Xbox One stuff, and it's why it's why the Xbox One backpedaled because it was a stupid idea.
I also think it's kind of unfair because it's a movie isn't $60 either, so it's kind of well, you spent so much money on this, don't you think you should get the most out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about the whole Alien Isolation thing?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up because that also sucks.
Sweet Jesus. Okay, so anyone listening who doesn't know what happened, Alien Isolation, this really intriguing game coming out from the Aliens franchise, has now gotten the original cast back together for a couple of missions, a couple of scenes. And that's fascinating. Any fan of the Aliens film franchise would love that. However, it is only available if you pre-order the game. Which is the biggest dickish move, because that should be something that sells your game. Hey, there's this really cool game and we got the Aliens cast back together. It's going to be great. Have fun, buy our game. Instead it's, you can only get this if you pre-order it. Which is I can't stand that. I
think they actually they took on the feedback from that.
Did they?
Yeah, and now you can actually, it's still DLC, but it's no longer a pre-order bonus. You can get it at a later date now.
Yeah.
So,
wait, you can get a later date by buying it.
Yes, exactly.
That's still a dickish move.
Yes, I agree completely.
I know what you mean. The game isn't even okay, maybe it is done, but we don't know if it's done. We don't know if it's gone gold. But they're already saying oh, look at this cool pre-order mission you can get. That kind of stuff really cheesed me off because it's just focus on your game first. Finish the game, and this is add-on content. This is stuff that you add on to the main game. This is the cherry on top of the lovely cake. You don't say like split your game up into pieces and then have this much as a main part and then the rest as a kind of DLC. And I know it's definitely not important to the game because the Alien Isolation, what's called I can't remember the name of it. It's called like Crew Expendable and Last Survivor. That's the content. That's not important to play Alien Isolation, but it is really cool. But it's kind of like, you're not getting as much of enjoyment out of the game if you're missing two parts. While they may not be essential, it's still a cool part, That just, it bugs me up. Like, I don't mind DLC or content where it's just in form of skins or weapons or stuff that isn't essential for, like, it isn't a gameplay part. But if it's an actual piece of the game, that's just, no, you can't have this until you give us more money. That's just, that's dumb. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with you. And it kind of takes some balls too to be like, it is months before that game is coming out, and they're like, here's this really big piece of content that is not part of the main game. You remember when, on rare cases a few years ago, when DLC was announced right before the game came out, like it would always be really close to the game's release, but it would always be like a week before, and they'd be like, oh yeah, we got DLC coming. And people would lose their mind, like, the game's not even out, people. What are you doing? And now it's just months in advance that people are like season pass. It's out of control.
The whole thing of, it's like, for two things. First of all, Alien Isolation. What was the last entry in the Alien gaming series?
Colonial Marines.
Holy shit! Alien Isolation have fucking humongous brass balls if they think they're like, it's a new kind of chapter in the Alien franchise, and after that absolute shit stain that was Colonial Marines, they think they're gonna, like, they think it's a good idea to do this, like, oh, let's get as many pre-orders as we can, I admire them for doing it because they're saying they need pre-orders, because they need people to buy the game. So this is a good way to get people to buy the game, make sure people buy it. But people didn't want it. Gamers were just like, no, that's bullshit. Why are you doing this? So,
I want to go back to when downloadable content meant, all right, we finished the game and we still have some stuff left over, so we put it all together and here's a new mission. Instead of, our game is finished and we're working on DLC at the same time, and day one DLC needs to just go away.
I miss expansion packs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
I think people confuse DLC and expansion packs all the time. Like,
well, it's because they're kind of the same, only DLC is smaller.
I see DLC as kind of equipment, stuff like small stuff. I see expansion pack as new content in the form of new missions, new objectives, new places to go. That's what I see expansion packs as. Sorry. What are you guys' favorite DLC? Actually, that's a good one.
Do we count expansion packs?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Diablo 2: Lord of Destruction.
Is it good? Like, is it like an improvement on? I've never played Diablo games, so I'll take your word for it.
StarCraft Brood War, Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, Blizzard's expansion packs. Also like the Dragon Age Awakening expansion pack.
I was gonna say that. Now I don't have anything. No, I'm kidding. That's a good one.
I think mine...
What's your pick? What go on, Nate? What's your pick?
Right, I actually have three. Baby.
I'll
hand out paper hats for the third and second place, and I'll give a small golden trophy to number one. So number 3 is what was it? The Shivering Isles expansion pack from Oblivion. Okay. That was pretty cool because it was so like crazy. It was just mad, and it was such a different take from. I say Oblivion was really kind of very mild fantasy, where it's very plain. And then the Shivering Isles just kind of just went crazy with the whole fantasy genre, just random stuff. Second one is definitely Red Dead Redemption's Undead Nightmare. That probably the chunkiest expansion pack I've ever had. I'm still playing it to this day. Not even joking. I still hop on every so often and have a go with it. And then the final one is Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, because it was just fun. It was exactly what I want in a DLC, and I think it's the best DLC I've played since Undead Nightmare.
Question. So, yeah. Does that count? It's standalone.
Ooh.
I could buy that if I didn't have Far Cry 3 right now. I could buy Blood Dragon and play it.
Well, it's kind of standalone to me, I guess. It's DLC to me because I already played 3.
All right,
but
fine.
yeah,
I'll allow it.
thank you.
What about yourself, Elle? Favorite DLC?
My favorite ever. Oh man, I liked Awakening a lot. I like Burial at Sea, even though I haven't gotten that far in it. Because I was waiting to go back. I'm so excited.
Back to Rapture.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you start playing it and it's like, guess who's back? Back again. Booker's back. Tell a friend. But I also like Dawn Guard. Dawn Guard is really cool. I like it especially because it was fun to have since there are already werewolves in the game, to have vampires too. Like my inner Van Helsing nerd was like, oh yay.
That's the whole draw for Dawn Guard to me. It's like, oh well, if werewolves can, if you're a werewolf, you can turn into this huge wolf and just run around and tear people up. But if you're a vampire, now you can turn into this huge winged monstrosity and just run around town and just eat people.
My favorite. I had a character.
Go ahead.
Dawn Guard. I had a character.
Because
I
thought just for the first week, I thought it was called Dong Guard. And I'm like, why would they name DLC? I just kept hearing people talk about it. I'm like, Dong Guard.
Dragon Board.
Was that an issue in Skyrim? Yeah,
we'll have to protect the mighty Dong.
We have to
Seriously,
protect his
every
seed.
fucking guard in Skyrim just sounds like an Arnie impersonator. It's like, I heard shouting, what's going on over here? It's like, Jesus Christ.
The Dragonborn.
And they're also condescending. They're like, let me guess, someone stole one of your sweet rolls, and you have one arm, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
You couldn't be
Oh,
a
look
little
at
bit
your
nicer?
puny. It's so puny.
You're wearing Daedric armor, just black and glowing red, and he's just like, let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll.
Look at your sweet, you little wussy man.
And you're like, Jesus, come on.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry to cut you off, Elle. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. My favorite was that I had a werewolf character, but it was a Khajiit werewolf, so it was like a cat werewolf.
Yeah. I remember playing
this is the best day ever.
I played as a Khajiit werewolf thing, so whenever you walk up to a guard and you have the werewolf power, he's like, is that fur coming out of your ears? And I was like, whoa, that's a bit racist. I'm a cat, come on. Of course I have fur coming out of my ears.
Excuse you. Yeah.
Excuse you.
Yeah, so that was Wildstar.
Here we move on there to Elle and what she's been playing.
Yep.
Elle, we'll give you a little hint behind the scenes. Elle was actually dropped from the call for about 15-20 minutes.
I heard, yeah.
I was trying so hard because there's a gardener, and I was like, oh no, I should move, and I moved to the front of the house, and then the internet was like, I can't go on, leave me, and I was like, don't do this, come on, let's stay together, and then I moved
No
back,
man
and
left
now it's
behind.
fine. Yeah, exactly.
So
Thanks
kudos to
him.
Randy and Nathan for carrying us
Flawless conversation skills.
Flawlessly, yeah.
Absolutely. You didn't even know.
Alright, so Elle, what have you been playing the last week?
Okay, last week, let's do it. I was playing Walking Dead Season 2, which shouldn't surprise you because last time I was playing Walking Dead Season 1 and The Wolf Among Us, but now I'm playing Season 2, which is making my heart explode in sadness. Oh god, it's so...
Talk around it.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some heavy lifting in terms of not spoiling. That there are certain times, there's one character that comes back, and it's yeah. And I remember, they show it in the trailer. They're like, "I thought you were dead." Doom, and I was like, "Oh no."
Well, apparently, I won't watch the trailer then.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was so great, and I've just been it's one of those games, one of the only games where I've ever sat on the couch and been like, no, shouting at the screen, give him a hug, damn it, give him a hug, go, why are you no, Clementine, what the fuck, fuck this guy,
I have a question about your play style.
Yes.
So, do you know how when you make a decision in those games and it says blank will remember that? Do you turn that on?
Oh, do I leave it on?
Yeah, do you leave that on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so that's the stupidest thing in the world to me. That whole thing. It's just because when I don't care that you do it. I'm just saying that it's when I saw that, I'm like, of course this character will remember. It's my name. Of course he's going to remember my name. Like, I don't need to know that.
Sometimes
What's your
it's
name?
like if you say that what's your name, and then like if you decide not to tell them, it's like so and so will remember that you lied. You know.
But I should. But I shouldn't know that.
You were not honest with that person. Yeah,
I shouldn't know that
true.
guy knows that I'm lying. You know what I mean?
I just leave it on because it's the default. Like, if it wasn't default, I wouldn't turn it on. But like, I think my favorite thing about it though is that like sometimes there'll be a character like you just met who it'll be like. You don't know what to think of them, so you're kind of like I try to be wary with everyone when I first meet them because there's it's you never know with zombie apocalypses, and then like you'll like say something they don't like and they'll like kind of frown at you, and then it'll be like so and so will remember that, and then the next scene they get murdered and you're like, well, I guess not. I guess you're not gonna remember that anymore.
Yeah,
so
there was
like,
a specific
whatever.
moment where that happened, and I didn't have it on, but when I heard that people had it on and then that person died immediately after, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of want to turn it on now. But then I remembered, like, oh, but it's stupid.
They kind of play with that in The Wolf Among Us. Like, there's a scene where... no, it's not really spoiler, but Big B walks into a bar and, like, one of the guys at the bar is drinking really heavily and he's so wasted. And then he's just like, oh, have a drink with me. But usually he's just an asshole. And he's like the Big B's like, oh, have a drink with me. And then, like, later on during the scene, he passes out. And then in the top hand corner, it just says his name was Gren. It's like, Gren will not remember this.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that is great.
That's pretty good.
That was good.
Most weekends for the youth of our nation.
Ah, yes. Pretty much.
How does the season 2 stack up to season 1, Elle?
Yeah, I'm interested.
Oh, no.
There's still one more episode.
Clementine needs to join the Justice League is what needs to happen. Because in the first season, she's really cute and like a little kid, and she's like, oh no, like, Lee, don't.
Oh my god, that was
the
spot
second
on.
one, she's just like... In the second one, she's just like, I've killed a man. Her face is just so jaded. Like, there are scenes where, like, she'll be doing something and you're like, you're 11 years old right now. Like, are you really, like, are you doing, like botched surgery in the back of a outhouse with a needle and a fucking piece of wire? And you're like,
Jesus.
Yep, that's what she's doing.
Oh my god.
Yep.
So you're telling me that season 1 is the Rocky training montage for season 2? For
yeah. Oh my god. Like, Clementine is just like she's just become like a sociopath. Like, her face in every scene is just like, And like, they're all the options now. She has the option to make like an underhanded threat to everyone she meets, and I'm like, damn it, Clementine. Jesus.
It's a hard world out there.
I have a challenge. Anyone who's good at Photoshop, please take the scene from Rocky 3 with Apollo Creed and Rocky Balboa running on the beach, but just swap it with Lee and Clementine's face.
Oh my god, I will do that the second this is over. I swear to god.
That should be the
I'll make it
background
the
image
thumbnail,
for the podcast
yeah.
video.
Yeah, there you go.
Exquisite. What else you been playing now?
Oh, I played Katamari Damacy the other day. I hadn't played it in so long. That was great.
Oh, how lovely.
I know.
Oh. That's one of those games I never got around to, but I always wish I did.
It's so fun, and it's all about commercialism, apparently. Like,
Yeah,
oh, wow.
that was one of the funniest things. That is like an insult to just the silly nature of Western philosophy and commercialism, capitalism. Look, consume. That's all you want to do.
Yeah, just
And
get
then all
bigger.
of us just, and I was like, oh look, I'm making the ball bigger.
And everybody loved it. Yeah.
Yeah. How ironic.
I also, I just got a few games because there was like a deal that going on. I guess that was like buy one get one free at Best Buy, which is, I don't usually go to Best Buy, but it was all these ZS games that I wanted anyway. So I was like, okay. So I got Tomodachi Life, which I'm sure I'm gonna hate, but that's okay because I was so enamored with it, I had to get it anyway. I plan on making everyone at Only SP and just putting them in it and watching them all kill each other.
Will you make me still?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I also made Kanji from Persona 4, and I love him, so he's my best friend right now. But you have to misspell all the names because they don't pronounce Japanese names well, even though it's a Japanese game. So I would type in like kanji, and it would be, my name's Kanji, and I'd be like, no. No. So I had to spell it like Kaunji, and I'm like, that's not your name.
You should know what your name sounds like.
Yeah, come on. And then I got Link Between Worlds, which I haven't played yet, but I'm so excited.
Oh, you need to play it and we need to talk about it. 'Cause it's
I
amazing.
am so excited. It's in my DS right now.
I had a I just recently picked it up because I was going to be away from electricity for a little while. And I'm like, I need a game to play. So I bought it on the store. I'm like, I love this game.
I'm glad because it was between this and Bravely Default, so I think I made the right choice.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I just love Zelda. I don't ever regret playing one for the most part.
Except Majora's Mask.
Shut up! Don't even start. Don't you come
Throwing
at me
it
with
down.
those fighting words. I will not accept this.
Now,
This
one
is-
day I will play Majora's Mask again, and I will have a better argument for you. Right now, I just remember that it was stupid. That's the best
stupid.
argument I can give
You're
you.
stupid!
See, and that's a perfect, acceptable rebuttal, because I can't say anything else. That's all I can say is like, oh, the moon is weird looking. I don't know.
It's just
You
me
had to-
standing there
like-
on like the edge of like a street corner going, "You're the worst! You're the worst!" And you're
That
like,
time limit mechanic where I had to play the Song of Time every 5 minutes, that kind of sucked. I don't know.
you could slow down time, then you'd only need to play it every like 20 minutes.
You know, it'd be better if there were no time.
But then it wouldn't
just
have
saying.
the sense of urgency to it.
You're right.
yeah.
You're right.
So what do you think of Dead Rising then?
Dead
Like
Rising.
the whole time limit then. If you're not a fan of,
I actually like Dead Rising. But
then you
that's,
have no argument.
but I like it in spite of the time limit because I hated the time limit.
Anything else you've been playing, Elle?
Oh, yeah, but it's mostly old stuff. Like, I played Space Channel 5 the other day. That was awful. Oh, and I played more Bioshock, which was great. I am seething in emotions, learning
Wait, the
things I
first
didn't
one,
know.
or
No,
Infinite?
Infinite.
Oh yeah, because you didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
No, I
Oh,
cried.
come on. Why would you jump into the DLC if you didn't finish it?
Well, no, I mean, like, I watched a bunch of trailers, but, like, I haven't played that much of it yet. I just wanted to see, like, some of Rapture. But I haven't, like, gotten into the story of it. I was just, like, waiting.
Oh, but
Because I
the-
didn't fit... I know! That's why I stopped. I stopped!
I just want to shout things at you, but I can't.
Don't shout at me.
What point are you up to in the story?
Oh, well, I had to start over, so I just got to... Yeah, I know. Because I played it, like, 2 years ago when I got the game... And I got really far in it. I got like halfway through, like when Elizabeth like cuts her hair again, and then I had to start over because I was like playing with my friend, and she was like, "Let's start from the beginning." And so I'm like just getting shock jockey now, and I'm about to fight the first Patriot, and I'm gonna shit all over myself. It's gonna be terrifying.
Yeah, that is a terrifying image.
I don't like them. I don't like them. But I'm being more frugal this playthrough. I'm like, and my friend hates me because I'll just like possess a vending machine and then run all the way back to the salt machine for like 5 minutes, and she's like, "You need to stop, seriously." I'll be like, "I don't want to buy them. You can't hoard items." So that is stupid. Apparently, like I heard in Barry Let's See you can hoard items so that you're not just like eating 10 hot dogs at once and then not having anything later.
Oh god.
I just love the idea of like Booker just like bent
Gaining
over,
weight.
like shoving hot dogs in his mouth,
Yeah.
and you're just like, really?
From the
Well,
trash,
yeah.
no less.
Booker, that was in the trash. It has like mayonnaise and mustard like perfectly drawn onto it, and he's like, "I need a-"
There is
Does it-
at one
does it
stage
have
there is a
salt?
potato floating in the toilet, and you can eat it. Like you walk in. I remember seeing a video on it. The guy was just narrating, and he's just like he walks in, stares at the potato. And he's like,
Are you sure? Are you sure that was a potato?
Yeah, he's looking. He's like, I'm not sure. Is it? Do I even? It's a potato floating in toilet water. Do I need this health?
Well, the prompt says potato, but
My
sure
heart
didn't
says
say
otherwise.
potato.
Potato.
It's like in Silent Hill 2. There's like a point where you have to reach into a toilet and like pull out a wallet because it's one of the clues, and it's like a bloody toilet, like really gross. And you stick your hand and you hear like and all this like gross sound effects, and it's like
They
really
reference
awful.
that.
I know,
Silent
it's
Hill
Silent
3.
Hill 3.
Yeah.
There's like something, it's like reach into the toilet, and Heather
It's
goes,
like, no,
"Ew,
I wouldn't
I'm
do
not
that.
a
Who would
freak.
do
Who
that?"
would do that?" And you're just like, "Oh, James.
Poor James.
I think you're cool. Like, don't worry, buddy."
Albino-looking dude. He's kind of albino.
Does that? And he's just like, "Oh." He has like a sheepdog face because the graphics are so bad. in
His
Silent
arms
Hill 2.
go so far back when he runs too. Did you ever notice that? Like his elbows go like almost to the back of his head when he
I know,
runs.
he looks like a
It's so
Naruto
bad.
character running. Like, you know how the ninjas always run like with their arms thrown behind them, and
Yeah,
you're like,
and
"Why
then,
are
yeah,
you?"
that like
Yeah.
sound effect.
But they run like crouched forward with their arms just like flailing back like a kite almost.
It kind of makes sense when they do it, but when this regular dude is just jogging and his arms are like, wow, like it looks so weird.
I remember when I was in high school, there were like a group of kids that were all in anime club, and they used to run like that because Naruto characters ran like that. And we were like, they're getting the worst times on the mile, guys.
They get beat
And they would
up.
like wear the headbands every day, and I was like, look, I like Naruto too, but I'm not displaying my power level. I'm trying to survive, you guys. Like,
I
get
don't
it
want
together.
people to know.
Yeah,
Maybe they just didn't give a shit anymore.
they
Like,
did
fuck
not.
it.
They did
That's
not.
kind of admirable.
Yeah, but they didn't smell good. That's the thing.
It's because they're running everywhere.
You gotta care about your appearance. You gotta shower sometimes, like once in a while at least. But it was great. They would just like fucking tear down the track, and I'd be like, "You guys go. You do it. You go, Gara. Like you got this." Disclaimer: I'm not trying to say that these people were nerdier than me, because no, we're all nerds. So
No, we
no
are.
shame. Just
But they're nerds in different ways.
Some
Yeah.
nerds run faster than others. That's just
It's true.
You know?
They would do well in a zombie apocalypse.
You and I just nerded over a really specific Silent Hill reference, and then we're complaining about people with Naruto.
I know, really? So so we can't even say it. It's okay. Everybody's cool. Everybody's beautiful and cool.
Yep.
Lovely. On that positive note, anything else, Elle? God damn, you play a lot of games.
Yeah, I'm pretty advanced and hardcore, as you can. No, I'm kidding.
We went from Nathan, who's what you say, Nathan? Fucking nothing or something?
Yeah, I said nothing. Nah. I was outside this week.
How dare you?
Enjoying that sunshine. Burnt to a crisp as well, I might add. I got a bit of a tan going on. Or
You are Irish, so
yeah, tan / burn, you know. I don't...
Slash
yeah.
rusting.
Yeah, that's the thing. Irish people don't tan, we just rust.
Decaying.
'Cause it just
bursting
it
into
rains so much.
flames.
I am pasty enough for that to happen, so I won't be surprised. But yeah, I just said...
Yeah, it's impossible. I don't tan either. I just get really red. It's
Yeah.
not fun.
Elle, when you finish Bioshock Infinite, please, we have to talk about it, because the ending alone is just brilliant.
It really
Yes. I love
yeah.
it because Booker is played by the same voice actor as Kanji.
is. It's Kanji,
so...
yeah, Troy Baker.
Yeah!
He's in everything, though.
I
He's
know,
in everything. Holy
But I
crap.
love Kanji so much.
He's in The Last of Us. He's in Batman. He's in just about everything.
I know. That's why I can play everything. But like, there are all these like little conversations that happened that I didn't know about the first time I played it. Like even when I got much farther, and I was just like, "No, Booker, no, stop!" You guys have already played it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's really a spoiler. It's just about his like past, you know, like. But there's like this part where he's walking with Elizabeth, and she's like, "So, do you have like a lady in your life?" And he's like, "Yeah, I was married." And she's like, "Oh, how did she?" And he's like, "Oh, what's up with her?" And he's like, "She's dead." He's like, "Oh, how?" And then he's like, "Oh, she died in childbirth." And she's like, "Oh, do you have a kid?" And he just goes, "No." And you're like, "No, Booker."
Yeah, that's not really a spoiler.
Yeah, and Elizabeth is in the background just like, "Oh, no, I'm an asshole."
Just stop digging. Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
She's
Wow,
me.
she
and I are the
you
same person.
Yeah. She'd be like, wow, did you have any friends to lead on? I did, but they all died.
They're all
in a car crash.
Oh. What kind of car was it?
It was a
Was it a
Corvette.
Fiat? I heard those aren't very reliable. He's just like, "Can you stop?"
It was a really expensive car.
That's the problem with being too friendly. You just
Yeah.
are so nosy. You want to know everything, and then people are like, "Are you really?" And you're like, "Oh no, I'm so okay." Bye. Like,
Here's a knife. Just go ahead and stab me with this.
yeah, I'll do it. Jesus, no.
Remember that time I stabbed you with the knife? Yeah.
That was great, right? It was funny that you guys were talking about like The Sims, though. You know, because I'm sitting here going like, "Oh, The Sims. I would never stoop to that level." And then I realized I play Animal Crossing like every day, and I was like, "There's no difference. It's exactly the same."
Yeah.
Like,
Tomodachi life.
yeah, like what the hell? That's
Adam,
even
didn't-
worse.
Adam, didn't you say you can get The Sims 2 for free right now on Origin?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Sims 2 on Origin. The Ultimate Collection is absolutely free until the 31st of July.
Ooh.
Because EA are no longer selling it.
Oh, okay.
So if you go on to Origin and you type in all capital letters I-love-the-Sims, free. It's completely legal. They're just saying we're no longer supporting it, we're no longer selling it. So here it is.
Apparently the download is like 12.5 gigs. That is huge.
That's
Oh
not,
my
in
God.
comparison to one game today, considering that's the whole pack, it's not that bad.
I
That is
suppose.
every expansion there is, whereas I downloaded Sniper Elite and it is more than that.
Well,
Yeah. I am so terrified about playing The Sims again.
Don't do it,
it's-
Adam.
yeah. You'll
You've
fall
been
down the
clean for
rabbit
so
hole.
long.
You're just down the rabbit hole once again.
It could end up just being a lifetime of... My own life will go to shit, but my sim will be doing excellent.
You just live vicariously through your sim.
Yeah.
You're like the worst parent ever. I'm just going to live through my creation.
Any other games you've been playing, Elle?
Actually. Well, I mean, I play, like, a lot of stuff just, like, because I have it around, like, but new stuff I haven't been playing so much of, but I played Shadow of the Colossus, like, all day yesterday.
Oh, yes. Excellent
I know.
choice.
I play
Great
that
choice.
game, like, 3 times a year. The same thing with Silent Hill. Like, you just have to.
My
They're so
friend,
good.
my friend said he played it when he came home from a party, so like he was pretty drunk, and he played the whole game. And he said it was just like it was a journey. He said it was just an emotional journey. Like he started the game, and then halfway through he kept questioning himself, like, why am I even doing this? Not the character. Why am I even killing these people? Him questioning himself. Why am I even playing this at like
Yeah.
6 a.m? And then he just powered through and just kept playing.
I'm surprised he had the patience, because there's so much, like, traversing across empty, like, scenery for most
That's
of
so
it.
true. I kept getting lost in the game when I was playing it. I was like, where do I go? So I kept going to places where you actually aren't meant to go. 'Cause,
Oh, yeah.
you know, like there's one part where there's a huge forest, and there's absolutely, like, unless you're trying to get the lizards and stuff, there's no reason for you to go there. But yeah, he's like, oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I got to go around all these parts I never knew were there before. So I was like, yeah, fair play.
Yeah, it's just a man in the land. It's
Yeah,
nice.
it's all about. I do like the boss that it's so unexpected, where you're just riding along on aggro, and then it's just like this giant sand monster thing just comes out of the ground. That is the best boss.
Oh, the
I think,
snake?
Yeah, the one that's it's in the air and then it dives down into the sand. I think that's
Oh, is
that's
that your
probably my
favorite one?
Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite one.
That's the only one that doesn't try to attack you. It's so sad. That's the nicest one. That's the one that just, like, even if you never touched it, it would just fly around. It's like, what's up,
Yeah.
guys?
It's my
Hey, you're
favorite
on
to kill.
my back, buddy. And then you, like, kill it. It's like, oh, no, stop. Come on. You're like,
do you
"No."
do you have a favorite boss in Shadow of the Colossus?
I do.
Ooh, let me know. I want to hear.
It's the lizard, the one that climbs around the Colosseum, like, that goes up the walls.
Oh yeah! Oh, that one's
one
so
is
good.
so scary. And it shoots the little lasers
Yeah.
at you that are, like, poisonous.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I think my least favorite one was probably, I can't really think of the names of it, but it's
I
the
don't
one-
know the
yeah,
names.
it's the really huge one, the really really tall one. It's not at the end. It's near the end though.
The, not the tower one, the,
You have to like ascend the platform on the side and then run along. Yeah.
Oh, it's not the swordsman. That's like the third one. That one's cool.
No, that one's cool. Yeah, I like that one. It's I think it's about 10 or maybe 9 or something like that. I'm not sure. It's towards the end of the game, but he's a huge guy that just like it's just such a pain to play it because it's so cramped. That's the thing, because I like Shadow of Colossus because it's so open.
Yeah.
Except for the Colosseum one, that's pretty cool because there's so much like levels and stuff. But this
Yeah,
one
the
is really
lead up
cramped.
is like, oh shit! Like,
Yeah.
I don't like the ones that are really small, like the one that looks
Yeah.
like a bull or like the
Oh, I
lion.
hate
I
that
don't
one,
like
yeah.
those.
The
Those
ones
are
that charge
too-
at you.
Yeah, those are like. I was like, come on! I wanted to fight a colossus, like
Exactly, yeah.
like the eagle. I wanted another one of those. Like the music in that level is so insane.
Yeah.
Like some of the best. Just where you're flying and the music just goes, and you're just like, oh my god,
So
I can't.
epic.
This is so amazing. Yeah.
Such a great game.
Oh, it's so good.
I started to play Shadow of the Colossus, I think once, but I never got through it because I played Ico for so long, and then
yeah.
I got so annoyed with it.
Yeah.
I like that girl. I know it's meant to be like sort of a love story, but I want her to fucking die.
I agree with you. I completely
want her
agree
to
with
die. And I want to get on with the main character was the actual kid and let him do everything. The girl, I was like, just let her die.
Just take
Well,
her.
the thing is that, like, Yorda doesn't stay with you that much. Like, it's really hard because while you're trying to defend her with, like, a plank of wood, she'll, like, be standing behind you and then, like, a shadow will come grab her and you're like, are you can you not, please? Really? And it's, like, so hard to keep her with you, and she's, you know, really bad at running, and they're both really slow, and it's like...
It's like the worst part of every game as a whole game.
I think it's
every
worth
game,
it, though.
Every game has, like, a really crappy escort mission, and that's just what this game is? A crappy escort mission.
But
I don't know. I
Shadow
didn't
of the
play much of
Colossus
it.
is like a big step up from that because your friend is no longer like a little albino girl, and now it's like a horse that fucking is the coolest in the world. Like, you could whistle from across the globe, and he would like come to you and be like, "What's up, dude? I'm here."
What's his name? Because I hear him shout. He's like, "Bye up!" I'm like, I don't
It's
know. What does he
Aggro.
say?
Yeah,
Aggro.
That's his name.
Aggro.
Aggro. So
Sounds like nonsense when you yell his name.
Yeah, he's like
And the
A-G-R-O, aggro.
The
Yeah.
farther you are away from him, and the more dire the situation, he'll like scream it instead of shout it. Like, if you're near him, he'll be aggro, and if you're farther away, he's like aggro. And if you're too far, he whistles. You like make this loud whistle sound. But if you're near a Colossus, he just goes aggro, and he'll like come over and be like, "I'm here."
It's great.
Oh my god,
game.
he's so cool.
Do you know where there's like the myth in the game that there's one last Colossus that is undiscovered?
There's three. There's three that never got released in the game. They all are like the there's one that's shaped like a devil and it has little wings. There's I forget. There's a monkey one that's really cool that they didn't release. Yeah, you can look them all up. They're on the wiki.
Nice.
I was on the development team.
I wish. Like, Team Ico has some shit. When is The Last Guardian coming out, by the way? I want to
It's
play
never
that.
coming out.
Never coming
coming
out.
out.
No, that's why
Are
I
we-
bought a PS3 back when they said it would come out on PS3.
Well, okay, it'll come out. It's going to be on PS4, guarantee you.
Yeah, of course.
We should put our money down. All right, Nate, what do you think? What's going to happen with The Last Guardian? Is it coming out? If it's coming out, when? And what's it coming out on?
Definitely PS4 exclusive, and not for, I'd say, right, okay, let me have a decent educated guess here. I'm gonna say maybe 2020. Now that's being really fucking pessimistic about it, but I can't see that happening for a good while because you know, it's like, come on, think about it. When was it? When was the first announcement for it?
2006.
Yeah, and when was
2009?
2009. Okay, now how many years has it been since they kind of like, oh, it's still happening, guys, it's still happening? What, 5 years? This year was the kind of year when things started to ramp up. Where it's like, oh, it's definitely happening. So you never know. They might just pull another. Don't worry, it's happening. Just don't worry about it. Look at all these other games instead. That I'm being very negative and absolutely pessimistic about it. In that way, I'll be happy when it releases before that time.
All right, Elle, your turn.
I'm hoping maybe it'll be like Twilight Princess and they'll pity the people that bought the PS3 and be like, you know, we could just, you know, maybe we'll have one version for you. Because that's what they do with Twilight Princess. I bought a GameCube because it was going to come out, and then they were like, guess what, it's on the Wii. And I was like, no. And then they were like, okay, we'll have a GameCube version too.
GameCube version was better anyway.
I know. I was like, yeah. It's much better.
GameCube version of Last Guardian? What?
No.
Could you? No. I knew. Could you imagine
though?
People's lids just flipped.
Just put it on PS2.
I still had my GameCube.
I do too.
I really want to get a GameCube.
We should pool our money together and just
get a Wii.
I'm not even joking. On Monday, there's a bunch of charity shops around Limerick that kind of sell old media stuff. I'm going around there and I'm having a look if they got any old GameCubes. I'm going to pick one up.
Get the Resident Evil games.
Yeah, I want to get like Metroid Prime. I want to get Super Smash Bros. I want to get.
I like Super Mario Sunshine, even though I'm.
I was about to say Mario Sunshine.
Wind Waker. Luigi's Mansion is on as well, isn't it?
Yep.
There's a bunch of great games. I've never even gotten into any of these Nintendo franchises. I think the GameCube is just interesting enough of a console to be the one that does it.
It has some good releases, like some solid games on it.
Well, then you can always go back. Like if you whet your appetite on the GameCube, you'd be like, oh, well, I like Super Mario Sunshine. If you like Super Mario Sunshine, you're gonna like Mario 64. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah. It's going to be beautiful. A whole new realm of gaming.
Yeah.
Should do a video series on it.
Some of the Tales games are even on GameCube, and those are fine.
Nah.
I liked them when I was like in 6th grade. I devoted, 100 hours to Tales of Symphonia.
Yeah, so I played about 15 to 20 hours of Tales of Symphonia. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And this is back when I would, because I was younger, and I lost attention not nearly as frequently as I do now, and I still couldn't do it. So...
Yeah, I was like, it was like a coming of age story, and I was like so ready for it. I was like, yeah, I get to play as Robin from Teen Titans. This is gonna be the best. Like, yeah, huzzah! Crispin Freeman is in this game. Whoa, way to go! I get to be a ninja, like that kind of thing.
Ninja.
But they do that really annoying thing that I hate when characters shout the names of attacks before they use them. I hate that so much. It's the most annoying thing to me. And it's real-time fighting, too, so it's like, yeah, Tempest is bleh!
Like this weird side-scrolling...
You're like, stop, please.
Before we transition, Adam, what do you think? Last Guardian?
Wii this December.
You think it's coming
Yay!
out?
Yeah, it's coming out on the Wii this December.
Okay.
Yourself, Randy?
Are you sure?
He's an insider.
Because
He knows.
I still have my Wii. Like, I was thinking about getting rid of it. I should hang
No.
on to it.
This December. Hold on to it. It's going to be exclusively with the Wiimote controller. It won't support the classic controller either.
So not Wii U.
No,
like old
Wii.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
motion
people have
controls.
those. It would be smart.
Yep.
A lot of people buy
Most
it.
successful console ever. That's why.
There you go. Okay. All right. Well, I don't even have a guess anymore because he just sold me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I changed my guess. It's what Adam's just said there. Exactly.
Brilliant. See,
December.
inside scoop, folks.
There you go. You heard it here first. This is breaking news. Like everybody.
Yeah. All right, we're going to move on because Randy's doesn't have much time left. Nathan, you have an idea for a segment involving.
Yes, I do. Hopefully,
I'm excited about this.
Yes. All right. So hopefully, I picked out a song right now, a free, lovely jingle right now that's playing. Can you hear that, guys? Can you appreciate the music? Yeah.
Yes.
No, I can't.
This is
hear
the
anything.
audience speaking.
Okay.
Yes.
Why does our audience all sound really meek?
We love you.
Okay. Moving on. So the idea was that I would pick a random game on Steam and take the very creme de la creme, cream of the crop reviews, essentially the worst reviews, but also the funniest reviews, and I'm going to pitch them to you guys, and I want you to guess what they are.
Okay.
Okay, so we have...
For the sake of this, Nathan, we're going to do 3 reviews, and you count up the scores and the winners who gets the most of them right.
Exactly, and your prize is self-respect. You know?
Oh, good.
Something I'm completely lacking.
Yeah, I need some of that.
Zilch. Any chance you got some confidence in there as well?
Let me rough around this bag. No,
next week?
I feel like in the Wizard of Oz.
But I won't be on next week.
Okay, right. So, are you guys ready to roll out the Only SP Steam Bonanza?
Oh, I'm pumped up.
Steam Bonanza.
Bonanza.
Could you go over are these because there's a ton of games on Steam. There are games that I'm not. Are these relatively well known, or we're gonna know what these games are, right?
Yeah, you should. From the description, you should probably guess what they are. Okay. It's you can buzz in. What? I want to.
No. Go rotation.
Oh, you want to do a rotation? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So everyone gets a fair chance.
No.
I'll start. I'll just call out whoever wants to guess it. Okay. So first up, right here we go. The team music's still playing in the back, I hope.
Jeopardy
Okay.
theme.
It is.
Thank you, anonymous listener. All right, here we go. First review. Wow, so 80s. Very pink. Much atmosphere.
I want to ring in.
You want to ring in? Okay. The thing is, you only get one guess. So
No. Go on rotation.
Oh, you want me? But I want to say, if you give one guess, he blows load because I have 3 reviews here for the one game, and then So if you
Okay, yeah.
No.
Go on.
Does anyone want to guess? Or
Yes.
Go ahead, Randy.
Hotline Miami.
Sorry, Randy, you're out of the running.
Fine.
Okay, I've got
leaving.
it. I've got
Okay,
it.
second review. The game.
No, I can.
Oh,
guess
you
off
want to
the
guess? Are you sure?
Yeah. Do I get extra points? I should get 3 points if I guess off the first.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, go ahead, Adam.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Damn!
Oh, so that's 2 folks out. Right, Elle, it's all down to
That's
you.
all she
Oh,
wants.
it's up to me.
Okay, second review. The game art features a woman in bikini. I never saw any women in this game, except the ones I was running over with my tank. Do you want to hazard a guess? There's one more review.
I want to hear the last one.
Okay. Final review. It's okay, I guess. Shame you can only hit people with a katana and not a dildo.
Oh!
Yeah.
No, do you know?
Do you know?
Yeah.
Elle, do you know? Or would you like to pass it and maybe, no, actually, no. Elle,
No.
you
She has
come on.
nothing to gain by passing it. She should
Yeah,
just
you're
guess.
not in the game. Right, what is it? Lay it on me.
I don't know. I'm leaning towards like. No, that's not it. I was gonna say Hotline Miami too,
No, it's
but
not
now
Hotline
I know it's not. Bikini, shit.
Bikinis, tanks, dildos.
See, is it
No
Saints
dildos,
Row?
sorry. No, it's not.
Oh, you said dildos. I was like, oh, it's Saints Row.
The answer was Grand Theft Auto Vice
No,
City.
that's what-
Sorry.
I
guys.
wanted a little pity guess at least.
Okay, here, for the next one, if all of us get it wrong, it goes back around.
Yeah, sure. Let's
Then I
go.
would have got it. I totally. All right, so I get that
Okay.
last point then.
No, you don't.
you
Yes, I do.
don't.
Just give
Because
yourself.
Bullshit.
I
No,
started first, which means it would
this
have
is
gone
the
back
pilot.
to me.
No, no,
No,
I knew it.
no,
Randy,
no,
we
You got
no.
some teething problems.
These
you gotta
are
figure 'em out. You don't just give
imaginary
yourself
points. These
Hold
are
on,
imaginary
hold on.
points.
Judges. Yes, Randy gets the point. He's also the judge, by the way, that anonymous listener.
Dear God, that was uncanny. just the ventriloquism you had going on there was amazing.
I like how we're bickering so much over, as Nathan said,
This
imaginary.
fake-
points.
Imaginary points. I know I said self-respect, but I lied. You just get my respect.
I don't like
Okay.
to
That
lose,
is worth
Adam.
more than any.
Right, moving on. Next review. Here we go. First review. I'm going to put on voices because why not? Okay. Guy fed me... Wait, hold on. What? Whoever wrote this review. I just copy and
beautiful.
pasted, by the way. Okay, here we go. Guy fed me, then locked me in his house to be a sex slave. 10 out of 10. Jesus. Anyone want to hazard a guess, or shall I
Wait.
crack
He
on?
fed you?
Guy fed me, then locked me in his house to be a sex slave. 10 out of 10.
Oh, no. I'm thinking of a game where they give you a drink and then they keep it. No, that's not the same one. Okay.
I have a guess, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait.
No,
Do you want
I'm
to
not
save it? Do
confident.
you want to
I'm
save
gonna
it,
save
Randy?
it. I'm gonna
Oh,
pocket
yeah.
my guess.
Yeah, stick it in your pocket. Okay. Here we go. Next review. Guy with rocks that are naked kill you. Then
Yep,
men that
okay.
aren't naked with machine guns kill you.
Yep,
Then you
yep,
kill
yep,
a
yep,
man
yep.
with your rock. Now you have
Buzz.
2 rock.
Buzz.
Hey, I got to keep reading the review.
No, give it. Randy, go ahead.
Go ahead, Randy. You got it. What is
Rust.
it? Rust. Well done. Bing, 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 bing.
So that
You
was
got
my
it.
first guess. I didn't want.
Yeah.
I was going to say something like, I don't know, Zoo Tycoon or something.
See,
That's real dark.
the next
I don't want to
review,
go to that zoo.
The next review for that game would make me question that because the final review is, although it is an alpha, the penis model is top notch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, zoos in Ireland. I've never been there. But
Yeah,
It's interactive.
yeah.
interactive zoo. Full of
Oh,
sex,
no.
Oh my goodness.
rape, food, and I don't know. It sounds all right.
All right, go on, Nathan.
Okay.
Final one for all the marbles.
Okay. Oh, want to do a final one, or okay?
Not really, just to dethrone me because I'm currently the only one
Yeah,
with any.
we're
All right,
happy about this.
I have 2 more, so I'm going to give everyone an equal chance to take over Randy. Okay. Next review. Killed a man, his wife, stole his stuff, got a .50 caliber rifle with explosive ammo, took over Las Vegas, and was home in time for cornflakes.
Buzz,
Ooh. What do you got?
Come on.
Fallout New Vegas.
Ah, damn it. Well done, Randy.
Did you fucker?
Way to go. All right, the other reviews for that were... I drank from the toilet till I died of radiation poisoning. 10 out of 10.
Oh, that would have done it, yeah.
And the final one is the hookers in this game look like they smell pretty bad. 6 out of 10.
Looked.
They look like they smell. Okay, so I have 2 more.
I'll let you peasants
Yes.
fight over this one. This is
Randy,
for second place.
here's the crown I'm magically passing to you. Here you go. That just popped on your head right there. Right, 2 more, and it's between Adam and Elle. Okay, the person who doesn't get any, I don't know, has to give me buy me a chocolate bar and send it to me in the post. I don't care if it gets melted.
Hey,
Fuck that, Elle, you're going down.
All right. So, second to last game. Here we go. In this game, you play as Leonardo DiCaprio. Shoot zombies, save little kawaii girl. No black people, only Spanish. Not racist. 10 out of 10.
What the fuck?
You're gonna laugh when you hear what it is.
Wait.
You want me to read it again?
Yes, please.
In this game, you play as Leonardo DiCaprio. Shoot at zombies, save little kawaii girl. No black people, only Spanish. Not racist. 10 out of 10.
Oh,
I think I know what it
Adam's
is.
got it. You want to hazard a guess?
can I have it read one more time?
Yes, you can. All right. In this game, you play as Leonardo DiCaprio. Shoot at zombies, save little kawaii girl. No black people, only Spanish. Not racist.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
Okay, Resident Evil 4.
Well done. Correct. Bing, 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 bing. And
She's not kawaii.
the other review was could not fit a black bass in my inventory. 1 out of 10. So that's the fish.
They were pretty big.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for reviews. The only final bonus review I had was I love this game.
Save it for next
Oh,
time.
are you sure? But you will relish this one because you will totally
go
agree.
I
on.
want to hear it.
So the final bonus review was, I love this game, but now I hate myself. 13.75 out of 10. And it was...
Well, no.
Do you want to guess?
We should try to guess. Is that the
Elle,
review?
Elle, do you want to take a stab at it?
13.75. I love
Yes.
this game, but now I hate myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
What were you gonna say? Were you gonna give me a hint?
No, yeah, actually, yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's one of the guys on the cast's favorite game.
Oh shit!
Uh,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
I feel like I just threw a spanner in the works. Like you had an idea, and you're like, oh shit, it's not what I was thinking at all.
That's exactly what happened. I was
It's
like,
not what I was thinking either, but now I think I
Yikes.
know what it is.
Oh.
fuck.
Oh,
Oh.
Damn it! What? What?
I don't know. It just goes like, what's everyone's favorite game here? That's what it comes down to.
Oh, well, I don't know everybody's favorite game. It's
Well-
not Bioshock, is it?
No.
I don't think Elle was here when we talked about our favorite games.
Oh, you weren't? Ah, well.
I'm gonna be a shoe shine forever.
Here, Elle. Hang on.
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay. So, yeah. It's...
What kind of chocolate does everyone want?
I want an American chocolate. I don't want any Irish chocolate.
What was the review again?
I love this game, but now I hate myself. 13.75 out of 10.
Oh,
So-
is it everyone's favorite game in the world?
No. A lot of people hated it when they first played it. Wait, not hated it.
Is
But-
it by Valve?
No.
Oh, don't. Okay.
That's
know
2
what this is
spanners
then.
in the works. Flying spanners out everywhere.
Because
All right,
that is like everyone's favorite game.
Alright, I'm going to give it up. It was Spec Ops The Line. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay,
But
I
Adam's
wouldn't have
favorite game
guessed
is
that.
Half-Life 2.
Yeah,
No. He said it was one of his favorite games. Spec Ops.
yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Half-Life 2 is number one.
Damn it,
Why
I
13.75?
have no idea. I have
Because
no
that
idea why.
is the correct. It's a mathematical equation, and that's just
No,
what it came
yeah.
out to be.
It's not like the Steam reviews are with whatever you put. Like they just put 13.75. There's no like, there's no like banana out of 10 or any scale like that. So a person probably loved this game so much they decided 13.75.
Yeah, but why not 14?
I don't know. Maybe they hated themselves too much to give it 14. You know?
It's like every review score ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay,
good. 7 out of 10.
Yes, smashing segment, Nathan. Definitely,
Thank
you will
you.
be in charge of continuing it
Yes.
in future.
I'm
Plenty
gonna
more
miss
to
it.
come.
Yeah. In fact, what we'll do is next time you're on, Nathan, we're going to start with it. We're going to have to come up with proper rules and points and how it's going to be. Yeah.
We could come up with. We'll have a lot of fun with this in future.
And we'll
On
have
a
to keep
live
track
studio
over,
audience.
Yes.
Yeah. And what we can do is we can keep track over like multiple episodes and see who's winning overall.
Ooh, yes. So
And I guess I'll be undefeated.
Yeah, really.
All right. Yeah, that's it. We'll end there before we run too much longer. So thank you, Nathan, Elle, and Randy for joining me.
Yeah, no
No
problem.
problem.
That was a lot of fun.
anytime.
Yeah.
Was it? All right. And thanks everyone for listening, and see you again next week.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. It was really great. Thank you.
Oh god. Ah, shit.
Alright, and stop recording.